Buenos dias from Gracia. This is the Rorschach Spain update from the 17th of October, 2024. Quick summary of what's going down in Spain. Start things off on Sunday the 13th. Thousands of people marched in the streets of Madrid demanding affordable housing and lower rent prices. Protesters chanted housing is a right, not a business, and expressed frustration over being priced out of their homes by continued rent increases. In July of this year, the government announced a crackdown on short-term holiday lettings like Airbnb and Booking.com after huge demonstrations against these in several places, including the Canary Islands, Barcelona, and Malaga. On Monday the 14th, during an event in Barcelona, Pedro Sánchez, the president and leader of the Socialist Party PSOE, urged the European Commission to consider suspending the EU-Israel Association Agreement, citing potential human rights violations. The EU-Israel Association Agreement is a trade and cooperation deal between the European Union and Israel, and called into question due to the ongoing unrest in the Middle East, conflict between Israel and Palestine, the recent ground offensive of Israeli troops in Lebanon. The request follows Spain and Ireland's February appeal for an urgent review of the agreement when the two countries officially recognized Palestine. Now, a story that's making the rounds across international media. A 20-year genetic study has revealed that Christopher Columbus may have been Spanish and Jewish, challenging long-held beliefs about his Italian origin. Saturday the 12th, on Spain's National Day, or Dia de las Fiestas Nacional, José Antonio Lorente, a forensic expert, said that Columbus's DNA is compatible with Jewish ancestry. His findings suggest that Columbus likely came from the Spanish Mediterranean region, not Genoa in Italy. Research supports the theory that Columbus, who played a central role in Spain's empire building, may have belonged to the same community expelled by King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella in 1492, paving the way for his trip. While some scientists are skeptical due to lack of peer-reviewed data, the discovery adds new twists to the explorer's identity. Next up, proposed plans to continue to use archers to reduce wild boar numbers invading tourist areas on Spain's Costa del Sol have sparked protests. As of this month, the local government of Malaga decided to keep paying professional archers to cull the large groups of boars, particularly by the coast. The plan started back in 2023. Residents and tourists in Malaga, Marbella, Mijas, and parts of Almeria have been troubled by boars, which tear through bins, damage golf carts, and cause car accidents, often at night. However, protesters from the environmental group Ecologists in Action have condemned this method of controlling the animals, calling it barbaric. Now for a weather update. On Friday the 11th, Spain's National Weather Agency, IMET, issued extreme danger warnings for the south of Spain, particularly Sevilla and Córdoba, due to severe storm forecast. Red level alert was announced. Heavy rain and flooding affected communities in Extremadura and Andalusia. These sharp changes in the weather came from storms Kirk and Bernice, born from Atlantic weather systems. Now, IMET has issued yellow warnings as Spain is set to receive the aftermath of Hurricane Leslie, which hit the Caribbean and southern U.S. last week. Speaking of Córdoba, on Monday the 14th, Deoleo, global leader in olive oil production, hosted the first Congress called Growing Together, the Role of Women in the Future of the Olive Oil Sector. The event coincided with the International Day of Rural Women, highlighted female leadership, sustainability, and innovation in the olive oil industry. Let's head to the sea, where this month, work to complete tech giants Meta's new subsea cable has arrived in Santander. This new cable, spanning over 7,000 kilometers or 4,300 miles, connects Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, to Spain's north coast. The project marks the company's third major investment in Spain's digital infrastructure after two previous subsea cables. Won't be long before we're hanging Christmas lights, but for one Spanish city, the Christmas light crown has been lost. Till this year, Vigo in Galicia has held the record for the Spanish city spending the most per capita on Christmas lights. But in preparation for Christmas 2024, Cadiz now takes its place. Cadiz Council plans to spend the equivalent of nearly 17 euros per resident on festive lighting compared to Vigo's almost 8 euros. 2023, Cadiz spent over €500,000 on Christmas lights, so by general estimates, that could see the city spend well over €1.5 million this year. Decision sparked criticism from opposition members in the local government who argue that funds should prioritize essential services. What's so unessential about Christmas lights, we're not sure. Despite the backlash, the government maintains that the investment will stimulate the local economy during the festive season. And a community spotlight on Monday, the 14th, residents of the Residencial Santo Ángel in Murcia celebrated the European Day of Languages, fostering cultural exchange between Spanish residents and residents from the international unit. The event had a gathering where residents made and shared homemade food, symbolizing the blending of diverse European cultures, including British. The celebration followed the Romería de Murcia, a famed pilgrimage held days earlier with residents having a barbecue. Tapas is serious business in Spain, and 2 finalists from Salamanca in the northwest are preparing for the national Pinchos and Tapas competition in the 8th World Tapas Championship in Valladolid from the 11th to 13th of November. Los Alamos Laboratorio Gastronómico from Peñaranda del Bracamonte was selected for its innovative dish using local products. Udon Asian food, competing for the first time after 2 years in Salamanca, will also take part. In celebrity news, last week, actress Amber Heard was spotted visiting La Taberna del Almodóvar in Córdoba, surprising restaurant staff. Amber Heard, who's lived in Madrid since June 2023, enjoyed a meal with friends as she took a break from life in the capital. The 38-year-old actress, best known for her roles in Aquaman and her high-profile marriage to Johnny Depp, speaks fluent Spanish, even posed for a picture with the owner, Ángel Sánchez. Or to Barcelona, where the immersive exhibition Diego Vive has been celebrating the life and legacy of football legend Diego Maradona. The exhibit opened on Tuesday, the 8th, and previously ran in Naples and Tel Aviv. Visitors can experience interactive features such as a hologram of Maradona in a Boca Juniors jersey, his first football team, take a penalty kick in his style, create his famous Hand of God goal from the 1986 World Cup. In other news, 2023 Google searches are in, according to the report by news outlet El Español in Spain. Despite the general and municipal election last year, ChatGPT emerged as the most searched for term. Elecciones 2023 was second most popular, while Women's Soccer World Cup third. This is quickly followed by Rubiales, referring to Luis Rubiales, former vice president of UEFA, who's awaiting trial on charges of sexual assault. But, and this is where it gets even more interesting, there were regional differences. In the capital, it seems people were more interested in AI, Israel, and Shakira is their top 3, while in Barcelona, the first and second were the same, but the third was Oppenheimer. In Malaga, AI was first, and second was Copa Mundial Femenina de Fútbol 2023 for spot 2. Wrap up this week, La Fiesta de las Rosas de Azafrán, celebrated in Consegura, La Mancha, central Spain during the last weekend of October, marks the saffron harvest. Established in 1963, the festival highlights La Mancha's culture as around 90% of Spain's saffron is produced in the region. Saffron is used for making many traditional Spanish dishes, including migas manchegas, that is fried breadcrumbs, and chorizo, paella, caldereta de cordero, which is lamb stew, sopa castellana, which is garlic soup. If you want to cook like a true Spaniard, there's a link to Spanish recipes by Nuria in the show notes. And that's it for this week. Thanks for joining us. Hope you'll join us. We hope you enjoy the Spain updates as much as we enjoy making them. Got thoughts or questions or ideas? Send us an email at info@rorschach.com. And don't forget to subscribe on your favorite go-to podcast platform. Hasta la próxima.